Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing. Time for today's feature segment. It is a pleasure, a great pleasure, to welcome in owner John Fanelli, owner of New York Traffic. And John, you've been in the game now for about a dozen years. It's been the best 12 months of your career here as an owner. You won the Pennsylvania Derby here last September. This September, you have a chance to go to the Kentucky Derby. Tell us about the experience.
It was incredible. Obviously, once in a lifetime type of experience. Really hard to explain the feeling. Just incredible. Wish there was fans there, but there weren't. But we enjoyed it just the same.
You told us before we came on the show you had a chance to be on Millionaires Row at Churchill Downs. That had to just be the thrill of a lifetime.
Yeah, again, it was really nice. Again, would have been better with more people and more fans and more family that I could have brought, but it is what it is in these times, and unfortunately it had to be the way it was.
John, as you're watching the race, New York Traffic is always in the race. He's just off the pace, exactly where probably you expected him to be. What were you thinking as you're watching?
From the jump, we really thought that he would either be on the lead or close to the lead, especially with a couple of them horses, speed horses, being out of the race in the week prior. So we gave Paco the option to either send him or sit and wait and see what Authentic does. And it looked like we could have taken the lead, but Paco kind of grabbed him. I was a little, in hindsight, I wish he would have just went. But, once he was sitting second on the outside, I thought he had him in a perfect position, so I wasn't upset.
And then when they came to the top of the stretch, that's when he's always given you his best. This time it just wasn't there. What do you think happened?
I was super disappointed because, as everyone knows, I'm very superstitious, but so I wouldn't say before the race, but in my mind, there wasn't a chance we weren't going to be top three. That's how confident I was in his ability and the way the race was setting up. But he lost a shoe. He actually got a staple in his opposite foot, so both front feet had an issue. He had some cuts on the back, and we're not sure when or where that happened, but obviously, you're not going to win a race with three shoes in that type of race.
Now, John, the emotions of an owner in this sport are up and down. I mean, you're at the top of the mountain, you're at the bottom of the mountain. You had a chance to be at the top of the mountain here when you won the Pennsylvania Derby. Can you explain the emotions of that, of going through those things as an owner? A lot of times an athlete will say that the defeat feels worse than the win feels good. Can you express any of that?
I can vouch for that. I'm still not 100%, to be quite honest with you. I take it really hard. I get too high and I get too low, and I wish I could fix that. But it's just I'm super passionate, and I get overly excited. And after the race, I couldn't tell you how disappointed I was. I mean, I'm still now not 100%, and just really disappointed. And what bothers me is I feel like the horse didn't get his chance. He didn't get his fair shake. Forget about us. And I know I know what he can do, and having all these issues in the biggest race of my life and his life, it's a little frustrating.
Now, John, as an owner, you get to come back and do it again, because it looks like you're going to head down to the Preakness.
God willing, we can get there. I checked in with Safi today. His leg's doing really well. They put tack on him this morning, just shed rode him a little bit. Didn't want to get that infected, but the doc says it's doing good. So in the next few days, probably take the staple out, and hopefully he can be 100% for that race.
So the fact that it's 4 weeks rather than a regular 2 weeks is going to give you a chance to get to Baltimore with it. If it was this Saturday, you probably couldn't go.
100%, you're right.
Well, John, if you lose the Kentucky Derby and your consolation prize is the Preakness, I guess that's not all that bad, because you'd be a classic owner and classic winner. We certainly wish you the very best and best of luck, and hope that the real New York Traffic shows up down in Baltimore.
Appreciate that.